Just a moment before I start, guys, if you guys are not following my Twitter, Instagram, or Twitch yet, then go and follow them down below in the description, guys. Those are all my social medias. I'm trying to grow this fan base with you guys as much as I can so I can connect with you guys even further. So if you guys follow my Twitter and Instagram, then go ahead and comment and tweet me the word spork, just so I know you came from this video. So what is up, guys? Chills here, and today I'm bringing this all video where we're going to be going over the top 10 worst pieces of tactical equipment here in Call of Duty, which a lot of these suggestions here, a lot of like this entire list was actually from my community post right here, which I asked you guys in this poll. So thank you guys for voting on this poll here, because you guys definitely help out. Like, I'm going to put up another poll here for the next one, which is going to be the top 10 best pieces of lethal equipment. So go ahead and vote on that poll right now in my community post. Other than that, make sure you guys are checking out my top 10 playlist, where I have so many top 10s and top 5s of many things and topics in Call of Duty. And if you guys do enjoy this type of content, then for sure hit up that subscribe button and shove a like in the video if you guys do happen to enjoy. That'll be greatly appreciated, guys. We're on that road to 500,000 subscribers, so it's up to you guys to get me there. But anyways, let's just go ahead and get right to the list. At the number 10 spot, starting off, we got the camera spike, and it's only up here because people are saying in the comment section of the community post that it's not that bad. Like right here, he says, you guys really think it's the camera spike? You can watch bomb sites in S&D and Demolition. Also, you can watch it back with it. I'd love to see it return in Cold War, and so on and so forth. These guys are saying that it's more useful. Like, why are you voting the camera spike over the flare? And so he says, I think the camera spike is useful if placed correctly, especially in S&D. So what do you guys think about these responses and just the camera spike in general? Do you think it's that useless or not? Because it's just like a very in-between tactical piece of equipment where you got one side saying, oh, it's useful for S&D, and one side saying, no, it's not useful at all. It's just a fun but wacky, but it's not like practical. And I think it just depends on the mode for it to be good in, with a lot of these pieces of equipment here on this list here. So it was definitely one of a kind. We've never seen nothing like this in COD ever again, and I don't think we'll ever see something like this, but it was cool. I tried to get out of this. The only downside is that it covers your entire minimap, as you guys see. But yeah, next up on the list though, we got the decoy grenade. So look at that right there. I threw it outside the map, and you see how it's showing up green outside the map, right? And I come around this corner, there's a level 1 staring at it. He tried to jump onto the map to literally see if there's an enemy. You see, I don't blame him. I don't blame a level 1, because you're new to the game. You probably don't know what that is. But just keep paying attention to what I'm doing and the map as well, because I'm trying to see if it will, like, you know, lure anyone's attention here. But like, I'm choosing, look at this here, he thinks I'm over here, but I'm choosing the Black Ops 1 decoy over the Modern Warfare one. But you could say both, but this person does say right here, MW decoy grenade, it's useless because the minimap doesn't even show when the enemies shoot, but it shows when the decoy goes off, so you know it's a decoy. I mean, he has a good point right there. He really does. The thing with the Black Ops 1 decoy is the fact that you know that it is a decoy grenade when you hear it, because it makes the same sounds over and over again in a continuous manner. So you know it's a decoy grenade. If you've played Black Ops long enough, you know the sounds of the game. And no one literally shoots their guns like how the pattern of the decoy grenade is. Literally, nobody does. So it's obvious. It gives away your position kind of, and you'd rather be better off using something else. Next up though, we got the signal flare from Call of Duty World War II, and also even the one from World at War. But let's check out the World War II one here. Okay, so this blinds you. It blinds you. Look out! Look how, ow, my eyes. Literally, this is what people have to say here, okay? He says, bro, that flare was literally throwing a flashlight at somebody. You never used it, so you wouldn't know that it's useless. The main problem with the flare is how long it takes to throw them. I ended up hitting an enemy around the corner right before I died. World War II flare did a bad job of blinding people and overall useless. And why are people voting the camera over the flare? So yeah, as you guys are seeing here, the flare in World War II would blind not only the enemy, but you as well. When something just is bad for you and also the enemy, just both at the same time, that's not a good piece of equipment, because I could barely see, and it genuinely, like, not even joking, it kind of hurts my eyes just looking at that. it wasn't that useful in World War II at all. What do you guys think of the signal flare? Even in this play of the game here, just look how bright it just shows shows the enemy's position. Next up on the list though, we got the Scrambler as well with the jammer device here in Black Ops 1 and Modern Warfare 3. They're essentially the same thing, but the jammer device here, it has a way smaller blast radius, or not blast radius, but Scrambler radius compared to the jammer. You see, I could see how this could be useful, but more or less it could possibly give away your position if the person, say, camps near the vicinity of the Scrambler, because that's what most people usually do. There are sometimes, you know, even me, I just usually stick around the Scrambler just so I can pick people off, but I just don't find it to be that useful. I mean, the BO1 Scrambler does have a pretty, you know, good blast, and sorry, I keep saying blast, but pretty good Scrambler radius, but it's not that useful compared to like any other things, in my opinion, at least. What do you guys think? This obviously reminds me of the freaking Shroud in Black Ops 4, which that one's overpowered compared to the Scrambler, so there's a specialist ability. But yeah, guys, before I go on to the next, look, I got stuck by a Semtex and I survived it. I don't know how. I think maybe because he had a rejack or something. But anyways, we have the Black Hat from Black Ops 3. Here's what some people had to say about it. BO3 Black Hat took like 2 to 3 to hack some streaks. Black Hat in BO3 was also pretty useless. Took forever to hack kill streaks unless it's a care package. And then, are we not even going to talk about the Black Hat from BO3? Thing would take ages just to take control of even just a UAV, let alone a big streak like a Wraith or a Mothership, which would require 2. So yeah, you had to breach the firewall of some streaks, the higher end streaks, in order to actually hack the streak. And by the time you would even hack the firewall, the streak would go away, or you'd be getting killed in the meantime of hacking the streak, which was happening to me if you join a lobby of tryhards and sweats. Yeah, it's not that good, guys. It used to be overpowered during the Black Ops 3 beta. It would steal streaks incredibly fast and it was annoying, but now it's just kind of useless and you hardly see anyone using it unless it's for challenges. At the number 5 spot here, we have the Thermalbarrier grenade here from Call of Duty Ghosts, and as you see, I've only used it 53 times and hit a total of 32 people on an account that's 10th prestige. Max prestige that I played during Ghosts' freaking prime. So that's the amount of times that I've used it out of the thousands of kills that I've had here in Ghosts. No one uses this thing. It's so rare to see someone use this. And look right here, I throw it in the window and then it explodes a freaking IED in the window and he gets a double kill. That's the best kill I've ever gotten with a Thermalbarrier grenade. This was like one of those new innovative grenades that Call of Duty brought, you know, that they thought would work out and people would use, but nah, no one used it. Kind of like the 9-bang grenade in COD Ghost. No one really even knows that's a thing in Ghost or even uses it, you know? So, whatever, it's a cool idea on paper, but it just didn't work out in COD Ghost. No one really uses this because this game was literally IED and M27 suppressed thermal sight warfare. At the number 4 spot, we have the EMP grenade from Advanced Warfare, as well as Black Ops 3 here. You don't really see these being used at all whatsoever. You see, the Black Ops 3 one has some uses, like it can actually shut down a specialist character if they have, like, say, their ability active or their weapon, but the odds of that happening sometimes are kind of slim because by the time you throw it at them, they're most likely going to kill you with their specialist weapon or whatever it happens to be. And you see, it also does kind of disable your movement in Black Ops 3 just by a little bit, and it doesn't last that long. It lasts about like 5 good seconds and that's it. The BO2 one was overpowered and way better than this one. And then the Advanced Warfare one, kind of same story. It does actually disable your movement. Like, that is a good thing about it for, I think, a good 5 seconds as well. And it's very annoying because you can't exo jump, but still, it just isn't that good at all whatsoever, in my opinion, and I guess from my experience. Maybe you guys think otherwise, but these two here, I personally think are not the greatest at all. Next up, at the number 3 spot, we have the Nano Shot in Infinite Warfare. And yes, there is a stem shot in IW, but nobody freaking used it. Literally, how many times have you guys seen anyone use the Nano Shot if you've played IW? You see, I'm pretty sure you probably didn't even know this was even in the game, because when we think of stem shots, we think of obviously Black Ops 4 in Modern Warfare. No one thinks of the stim shot in IW. It's not that useful at all. I mean, yeah, it does the same thing. It literally just regenerates your health right away as soon as you get hit, which is, you know, good, but that's not going to help you that often in Infinite Warfare. It's not that type of game like Black Ops 4 or Modern Warfare is with the playstyle, with using stim shot constantly every single time. And you only have one in your inventory, or two if you choose to have two of them, and that's it. You can't pick up any from Scavenger, or they don't recharge like the MW or the BO4 one. So that's why I say it's just useless in my opinion. Next up at the number 2 spot, we have the Willy P. Smoke screen grenade that causes a small amount of damage on detonation. And that damage is literally pitiful. It's the same amount of damage if you were to literally throw a feather at a human. Literally does no damage at all, guys. Even just take some wise words and inspiration from Matt the me here. He says Willy P in Black Ops 1. So if you know he says it's bad, then you know it's right. These next comments here say, you know the Willy P exists, right? And then he says, World War flavor is really good in my opinion, but this one definitely goes to the Black Ops 1 Willy P. And he says, lastly, I'm gonna say it, Willy P from BO1. Like, what the hell did it do? Cool memorable name, but useless. I've gotten 1 kill with it by randomly throwing it in Nuketown on accident, hitting someone. Other than that, it's done nothing for me but blowing up into smoke cloud big enough to get in ants. So yeah, that is the Willy P for you in a nutshell here in Black Ops 1. What do you guys think of it? Do you think it's as useless as everyone's saying? Because yes, I think it is. It's probably the worst smoke grenade we've ever seen in a Call of Duty. So now, coming up to the number 1 spot, we have the explosive drone here, which just has a proximity trigger drone that tracks enemies and explodes when nearby. So this is what it looks like here. When an enemy walks past it, it has a chance to follow them like this right here, and then it explodes. Or sometimes out of the ordinary, it just explodes randomly for the sake of it, or it doesn't even explode at all. Like, what logic does this tactical equipment or lethal equipment, or whatever you want to call it, it's a piece of it's an exo launcher, what sense does this thing have when it just randomly explodes out of nowhere? It's so inconsistent. It's trash. It's the definition of garbage, as you guys are seeing here. It's so difficult for it to even get a kill when it doesn't even work half the time. And when it does work, it's beyond slow. It's super slow when the drone chases the enemy. So yeah, that's the entire video, guys. That's the top 10 worst / useless pieces of tactical equipment here in Call of Duty. If you made it to the end of the video, comment down below. Damn, Daniel. Damn, Daniel. Damn, Daniel. Back at it again with the white van. Just so I know you made it to the end here. The classic old meme right there. So I see you guys in the next one. Peace out.